Hello, hello. We are live on Wisdom Wednesday, December 20th, 2017. Steve Sipress here. Thanks for joining me. I'm going to keep today's short and simple. As I said in the title, the KISS principle, keep it short and simple. So we'll start with the most simple rhino, this little plastic rhino that I think I have about a dozen of, and I've shared a few of them, and it's about it. Little plastic rhino you probably get for a penny somewhere. People love giving me rhinos as gifts, and so that's possibly one I got. Oh, you know what? I think I remember this being on a birthday cake one year. There's a whole bunch of these on a birthday cake. Probably my beautiful wife, Michelle, made for me because I love her. She loves me, and she does that kind of fun stuff. So there's a quote by this guy named C.W. Saram, that's a pen name from what I heard, that a guy later in life, a German writer, used because earlier in life he was writing for Hitler, for not the Nazis, spreading their propaganda. Somebody wrote all that crap, and so clearly he did not want to be known by that name anymore, and he changed the name. But he came up with this quote, and it's in one of my motivational quote books here that I look at once in a while. Thanks for the likes. Who's here? Fern is here, and that. And so this quote by this German guy says, "Genius is the ability to reduce the complicated to the simple." And that's pretty much what I do at this point in my business. What I've been doing for the last few years is I've been creating systems, marketing and sales systems for businesses. I mean, I've done it my whole life, but I've done it almost exclusively for the last few years, working with clients that really are looking to scale, really gung-ho, really want to take advantage of things. And now with the economy been turning for a while and looks like might be taking off, if you haven't done so already, now is the time, folks. It's always the time, but you really want to put systems into place. Any idiot is going to be able to make sales, already is right now. When the economy starts booming, there's all kinds of money out there and all kinds of sales, but you're going to be left way in the dust by those that put systems into place. Because what happens in systems, which is why I'm coming to you at the end of a long day here, is the day has been a crazy day where it's frustrating. It's going back and forth. We've been working on a system distilling in entire companies. This is a multi-million-dollar business. Their entire advertising, marketing, and sales process, we've been putting it into a system and working on it over and over. So far, the results have been fantastic. But I keep saying we can simplify it even more, simplify it even more. And that's this quote where it says, "Genius is the ability to reduce the complicated to the simple." So I'm not saying this is like some kind of genius thing I'm doing. It's what I do every day. But it takes more time to make something simple than it does to make it complex. For instance, I can talk here for 2 hours on a video about how to put systems into place, and that would take no thought at all. I would just say what I think and in my experience and give you some examples and teach you some stuff. But if I want to say all that in 2 minutes, man, that's going to take hours and hours and hours of editing and copywriting and editing and whittling it down some more and using a thesaurus and finding a word instead of a phrase and editing it down. Well, that's what we do when we put systems into place. We want to make it simpler. Let's make it simpler. Let's get the cash faster path to the money. Let's get it faster and simpler and easier. We're making it easier for sales to be done, easier for repeat sales to be done, easier for referrals to be done. That means things are getting pared down to their simplest form. Well, that takes in the beginning a lot of time, a lot of effort, a lot of expertise. The beautiful thing of a system is once that thing gets up and running, it's already been running, but as we scale the thing more and more to the point where all we really got to do is check in every day or every few days and tweak it a little bit once in a while, or if the client adds another line of products or services, then you got to add something in, or if something happens. But mostly the bottom line is almost all of the time, energy, thought, work that's involved in putting a system into place is done in the beginning. And then you just reap the rewards. Things just go on autopilot. I mean, check your email. How many people, Lincoln's here, Sue is here. If you have systems in your business, I know you're loving it. Tell me if you do, that you wake up in the morning and you check your email, your shopping cart, your bank account, or wherever you check, PayPal, credit card, merchant processing, whatever you check, or just your phone, you get notifications. You're like, holy moly, look at all those sales. It just came in overnight while I was sleeping. It just came in and they got fulfilled and things are going out, and pretty much you again, like I said, you got to keep on top of things. You got to tweak things here or there. But my mind-boggling amounts of sales are being made, and upsells being made, and cross-sells, and referrals, and testimonials are being gathered. And that's the kind of stuff we were working on today, is really after the sale, advanced stuff to create more and more and more revenue for this client who is just loving life after, I think he's been in business 19 years of really grunt work. Anyone can sell something, but it takes work. So, phone calls, going to networking meetings, doing things haphazard here or there. Oh, this worked. I did that once. Yeah, we tried this. But every month starting at zero and having to make the nut. What day in the month do we pay the bills? And then do we get to enjoy some revenue? And sometimes a whole month goes by and you don't. Oh, that was a off season. That was a bad month, I hear from clients. I'm like, well, here's the deal. If you start working with me and I take you on as a client, there's no more off season. I put systems into place so you're making money all the time. There's an off season from your main, if you're a heating guy and you're up north somewhere and it's the winter, you think that's your off season, but it's not going to be your off season for profits, because I put all kinds of systems into place that get money coming in and getting work being done all year round. So you never have to lay off workers or fire them or wonder what to do. There's all kinds of stuff going on. That's the beauty of systems. So that's my advice today on Wisdom Wednesday. Take the time, put in the time, the energy, get the know-how, get the help that you need to systematize anything you're doing in your business that's done more than twice, let's say. Anything you do more than twice. If you do it 3 times, needs to be put into a system so that it's automatically going to go. You will hate it. It'll be frustrating. It'll take a lot of time and effort in the beginning. And then you will just love life for, maybe not forever, nothing lasts forever, but for on and on and on. And once you get addicted, by the way, once you get a system into place, not only do you want to make that better and better, you want to put in another and another and another. So, hey, Steve, now can we work on systematizing this part of the business? And hey, I always thought about maybe doing that. Could we do that? Sure. Let's put another system into place. And this is where true entrepreneurialism comes in. You're not just self-employed, running a business, having one thing that you do. Hey, I'm a heating and air guy, like I just said. That's what I do. I do heating, I do air. Phone rings, I go out and do work. You become an entrepreneur. You're like, wow, I got that going. Now let's get this going. Let's get that going. And by having systems into place, you can have all kinds of multiple streams of income going on. This is what I do. I take on multiple clients, but one at a time. And I work intensely with the one client to put the system into place. Once it's in place, it's running and money is being made. I go on to the next one. And so I can have multiple businesses going on, always starting more, because we come from the principle of simplify. So we put it into a system. We get the fastest way to the money, the easiest way to the money, the simplest way to the money. A big key of it being simple is if anything goes wrong, it's simpler, quicker, and easier to fix than some long, complicated, like, oh, what's going on? I mean, I heard this thing on the news, I don't know, a few days ago or last week, like the busiest airport in the world, Atlanta's airport. You ever been there? It's crazy. I mean, you can't even walk through it. You have to take the trains to the other side of the airport or whatever. Like, the power went down all day. It was down like from noon to midnight or something. Like, and I'm guessing that that's because their electrical system there is incredibly complex. Like, where'd it go down and how do we fix it? I mean, in my house, something goes down, change the light bulb. Change a switch, get a new breaker. I mean, it's real simple. The simpler you keep it, the quicker you get to results. However, it can take a long time. That's this quote, the genius comes in taking the thought and the effort and the energy and the time to know what you're doing enough to put the system into place that's going to save you a lot of time, energy, frustration in the long term. So short-term work for the long-term gain. That's what systems are all about. Highly recommend you do it. Everett is here. Speaking of someone who absolutely knows just about everything there is to know about systems, strategy, and building businesses. And Jig is here. Coach Jig, great seeing you as well. So I don't see any questions, comments, concerns. I see some likes and loves and blue things and whatever's going across the screen. I love it. Thank you for that. I know Facebook likes it, and they'll show these to more people. I know they'll really only show it to more people if I pay the money to boost it or place an ad. I get these notifications every time I do one of these. Hey, you got lots of views, the next day. You got like all these views on the replay and the this and that, give us some money and we'll get it out to people. I'm like, you know what? Congratulations for being here and finding the video or coming every day and watching the replay or watching on the Rhino Daily podcast or the Rhino Daily blog or on YouTube or Twitter or everywhere I put the thing or on my LinkedIn or wherever. But if you don't, you don't. I'm not going to pay money for you to find it. Like I got other things to do with my time and money. Like that's one way I have of weeding out prospects or potential business partners or clients. Like if I have to pay to find you, to jam it into you, like, yeah, not so thrilled to work with you. But if you will take the effort to check in and go get some information that'll help you build a business, you're my kind of person. You're my kind of business person. Anyway, if that is you and you think you might want to do some work together, right now I'm working on a big project, but as I finish this, there'll be another one and another one and another one. So at the very least, we can start to talk about it. Maybe in the future, we can get you on a waiting list and get something done. But at least we can do some preliminaries in the meantime or something. Anyway, if that's true, then connect with me, send a message. Otherwise, thanks for being here. I don't see any questions, comments, concerns. We'll end Wisdom Wednesday, and I'll be back tomorrow. I got some fun stuff to share this holiday season time of year. Also, I think fall is finally ending. I think maybe either it ended today or tomorrow, and winter is starting. But so all kinds of themes, and let's see what I come up with for Throwback Thursday. But I'll share that with you tomorrow, and I hope you will be here with me. See you then. Thanks for being here today.